Hello, action takers. It's Lauren. Get clients from social media, they tell you. DM 100 people a day and you'll eventually get clients. Oh my gosh, this makes my blood boil when I see these type of strategies come across my social feed or from other coaches out there trying to tell you they're coming from a good place. It's always from a place of love that I see these other coaches trying to deliver this type of advice. But what is so wrong about it is that you don't get clients from social media. Social media is just where the conversation can be started. It's no different than meeting someone at a networking event or if they walked into your shop if you had one down on Main Street. So what do we do instead? Really, if we come from social media from the lens of this is where I'm going to go get clients, it's always going to come across that way. I just received 2 messages in my inbox today that were under the guise of oh, let me just start a casual conversation with you. Yet they were other coaches that help coaches grow their business, or they're marketing strategist, or I help you get millions of followers on Instagram. And I can continue to block and ignore those people. But at the same time, I'm you know what? I appreciate the hustle. I so appreciate the hustle, but I see what you're doing here. When we are a coach and consultant, we're coming from a place of wanting to be in service of others. The way we do that right on social media is that we treat our social media just like it's a digital storefront. We treat it no differently than if someone were to have walked into our shop on Main Street. So I teach the digital storefront model inside the Action Taker method. And what we talk about in there is about really I've worked at Facebook and Instagram. I worked at Google. I've worked at Dropbox. Facebook and Google, the social media companies, they are striving to replicate online what real world interactions are like. That was the genesis of the ideas from the beginning. And we really have departed from that intent of social media, I think, in the use of Instagram and Facebook from the scope of striving to serve people and provide a service, right? And so instead of DMing people every day or getting clients from social media, it's all about informing people about what your product or service there is. People that are scrolling the news feed, it's just like they were walking down the street on Main Street and they maybe saw a display in a window and they liked it and they walked into the shop because they wanted to go take a look. And how many times have you walked into a shop, looked around and said, oh, this is nice, and kept on moving? But what if that person followed you down the street? Or it's that person at the kiosk in the mall that has a perfume that's running after you, trying to spritz you with the perfume as you're walking away, obviously saying, no, thank you, no, thank you, no, thank you. Let's not be the perfume spritzer, spritzing you as you're going down the aisle, right? All we want to do is continue to show up every day. Continue to show that beautiful display in the front of our best product and value. Keep greeting your customers as if you would in person. Keep it fresh. Nobody likes going into a stale store that they've seen the same stuff all the time. So I'm not even going to say this. You can transition people from social media into clients, just like people can transition from browsers to customers. If you browse through and you find something you like and you actually decide to take it to the front and purchase it. Continue to treat your social media like that, and you will then start to see growth of your business from social media. You'll start posting better content too, and you're going to see higher engagement because you're truly coming from this place of ooh, what is my shop going to look like today? What product or service do I want to highlight? You'll start to enjoy social media again. It'll stop feeling inauthentic and gross. It'll start feeling more natural to who you are and how you show up every day just in normal environments, normal networking environments. And you're going to know when is the right time to invest your time and energy into social media, and you'll know when you can take a break. Every shop closes down for the weekend, right? There's no shop that's open. Well, there are some shops that are open 24/7, but most shops are closed. And even some of the small mom and pop shops that you may have on your own downtown Main Street, they're going to take time off for the summer or for vacations, and you can do that too. Social media doesn't have to be a 24/7 endeavor for you to get clients from. And in a year from now, you're going to be looking at yourself and you're going to be so proud of where you've grown your brand if you do this. If you're showing up every day just with that full heart, full of love and gratitude and wanting to give back, you'll be surprised at how many people have transitioned from followers to clients. Social media is going to become a part of your rhythm and not so much a burden. And so action takers, treat that social media just like your digital storefront. Keep it as that long-term strategy, a place where you show up consistently, a place where you're nurturing those relationships with people that are interested, a place where people can come see new and fresh things in your store. All right? And then you'll start seeing that difference. You'll start seeing that movement and that momentum. All right, action takers, until next time, remember that normal is boring. Your success is inevitable as long as you never stop, and action taking is replacing the grind, and I'll see you next time.